Dave Gardy here, back on the floor of NAB 2011 at the Vegas Convention Center, and now in the booth with me is Mr. Chip Dykes, who's Vice President of Business Development for Southwestern Veterans Business Resource Center. Thanks for joining us again, Chris.
Great to be here, Dave.
Always great to have you. You had an exciting year in developing business for SWVBRC, but changing the approach a little differently. Give us an overview.
Well, when we sat here and talked last year, I talked about how our focus of effort was to go out and reach out to veterans and making sure they were getting educated to be reintegrated back into the community. Although we're still focused on that, we've kind of shifted gears a little bit this year to more community involvement and reaching out to our business community and local governments as well to say, okay, we've got the veterans on board. We've got a program set up to help them come back. What are you going to do to help us bring them back? And so we're a little bit more community focused this year than we were last year.
And what kind of a response are you getting to that?
I say we're getting a pretty incredible response. I know last year when we were talking about opening up a new center in the city of Paris, which has come to fruition. It opened up with a lot of fanfare, and we're getting excellent activity out of that place, some awesome volunteers.
How many cities are you into now around the world?
How many cities are we into now? I think we're in 4 or 5 right now.
Okay.
I don't know. Albert travels all over the place. I have a hard time keeping track of him.
Yeah, we all do.
Yes. So our newest, most exciting partnership we just entered into is with a company called Exceed. And Exceed is a company that hires disabled Americans to assemble products. And these are people with all different handicaps from all different walks of life. But they're a nonprofit organization that operates out of 4 cities in the Southern California area. And as part of our ongoing effort to involve the community, we saw this as a great opportunity to join with these people who are already doing something wonderful for the community, but has now reached out to Southwest Veterans Business Resource Center to say, hey, we want to help you guys as well. Because they're not necessarily helping the veterans community with what they're doing, but their greater good is the community. And so that's why they've come on board with us. And
that company's called Exceed?
It's called Exceed, yes.
Okay.
And they offered up a couple of 30,000 square foot warehouses with meeting space so we can bring veterans in and we can talk about veterans issues or have outreach classes or whatever we want to do. But once again, it's just the community reaching back out to the Southwest Veterans Business Resource Center and saying, hey, we like what you're doing and we want to help you do it.
Now, with some of the challenges of the economy right now, are you finding some pushback that people just can't contribute, or they're trying to give you maybe more in-kind contributions to help your? How does that work?
We are seeing a lot of in-kind contributions, but once again, those work very well because it's about involving the community. Although we'd love people to donate money so we could help in other ways, if you can get the quality products and services from the community that support the veterans, that's really what we want. And I will tell you, a large part of my focus is the reintegration of the veteran to the community and holding the community's feet to the fire. I said it last year, you gave me your sons and daughters for 4 years or 40. I trained them, I fed them, I clothed them, I educated them, and now I'm giving them back to you. What are you going to do for them?
Should have mentioned that Chip is a former Chief Warrant Officer with the U.S. Marine Corps. Tell us a little bit about your background.
I served 20 years in the Marine Corps. I did everything from being a Marine drill instructor to water survival instructor, personnel officer. Grew up under the tutelage of Al Renteria, one of my mentors, and he's kept his finger on my pulse for over 20 years, and now he's got me being his sidekick on this venture, and it's a great place to be.
Well, that's excellent. Again, we've already talked to Al today. This is the Southwestern Veterans Business Resource Center, and the website, once again, because it's a long one.
Where communities serve veterans.org.
Where communityserveveterans.org for more information, especially if you're a community organization who wants to give back. This is a great organization to give back to. Again, we've been talking to Chip Dykes, who's Vice President of Business Development. Chip, thank you so much for joining us.
Dave, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your support. No, once again, we want to thank you for your support. You've always been behind us, and you've always put us out front, and we really appreciate that.
We appreciate one of the 4 veterans organizations we're featuring here at the show. The others, ThanksUSA.org, and also Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, and not to mention Operation Interdependence. And next time we'll talk about our sponsors who are also making this possible. I think I'll mention them now. Trilithic, JVC Pro HD Cameras, Vidovation. We just interviewed Jim Giacchetta, an excellent interview there. And also New Tech, using the TriCaster as part of our webcast. Oculus 3D, Inmarsat, a sponsor. And we're going out on Limelight Networks, content delivery network, via Smart Cities here locally, which has donated the internet. Thank you all for your support. Shout out to the troops. Stay tuned for more here at the NAB Salute the Troops webcast, the 10th anniversary webcast, live from Las Vegas.